Peace and blessings, family. I am back with another video, and as you can see, this is going to be an educational video, but as promised, I am coming with a video talking about covert narcissism. So we're going to discuss two types of narcissists. There are plenty of other types, but these are the main two I think people need to be aware of. Now, when you hear of narcissism or narcissist, you always hear about the overt narcissist. You never hear about the covert narcissist. And when people hear about narcissism, that's the first one they think about. It's generalized. And people look for a certain trait. People tend to look for the trait of an overt narcissist. And you just don't know that there's so many types, and you may have dealt with a narcissist and may not even have known it because you're so used to hearing about the overt narcissist and those traits, and you had a covert narcissist and you had no clue. When I became educated about narcissism, I could easily spot an overt narcissist like that. So I knew how to maneuver. I knew how to stay away from them. Like, oh, you're a narcissist, back away. Or if I had to be around a narcissist daily, I knew what to expect and how to handle myself with that person. But like I said in my video talking about Chris Watts, an overt narcissist to me personally is kind of worse than an overt, because with an overt narcissist, you can see it. They're very showy. You cannot miss it. Their arrogance, their need to be seen. They're very out. So, you can spot it. If you're educated on narcissism, you can spot overt narcissists like that. But I feel an overt narcissist is worse because these people, you never see it coming. You do not see it. They do not have the same traits as an overt narcissist. They are not out. They are not confident. They don't have a certain type of, grandiose type of personality. They come off very, how can I put it? They come off very, antisocial or even nerdy or, socially awkward, quiet, timid. They look like something that, they want her to fly. They have this personality of just being quiet and shy. And to the people that they associate with, they are an awesome person. They come off as a sweet, loving person, a person who you can talk to, who knows a lot of things, and someone who would never intentionally hurt a fly. But the thing with covert narcissists is that the person to see the true covert narcissist is actually the person that's in a relationship with the covert narcissist. So if you're a friend or you're a family member, you will not actually see those traits. They tend to show their true selves to the person that they're intimate with, a person that they're married to or in a relationship with romantically. Okay, so let me go ahead and break down a few things about covert narcissism, their traits, things that you need to look out for. Oh, and I forgot to mention, one thing that the overt and covert narcissists have in common is the sense of self-importance and fantasizing about success and grandeur. Okay, so these are two things that they do have in common. They do have a sense of self-importance, thinking that they are better than you. They thrive off success. They want to be seen as successful. They see themselves as better than you when they reach certain goals, if they reach a certain status. Okay, so that is one thing they do have in common. So I wanted to touch on that before I get into the list for a covert narcissist. But they do have similarities. So don't get me wrong. A narcissist is a narcissist. So they will have similar traits. But the covert and overt are like night and day in a lot of ways. All right. So let's get with trait number 1. Their need for admiration. Okay, a covert narcissist's need for admiration is different from an overt narcissist. With an overt narcissist, they let you know that they need your attention, they need your praise. They'll say things like, hey, did you see my thing that I designed? Did you see what I presented to the boss? Did you, like, they'll make it known, hey, did you see what I posted on social media? Hey, I did this and I did that and da 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 da. All right, so they make it known, hey, I need you to say this is great. I need your praise. I need your praise. They'll do things intentionally for you to praise them. But a covert narcissist, they do things kind of differently. They're more subtle. They'll actually say things against themselves, or they'll put down themselves for you to lift them up. Do y'all follow me? They will say things like, oh, I think I'm just so fat. I'm so tired of my weight. I just don't feel good in my body. I just feel like I look a mess. For you to say, oh, girl, you look good. What are you talking about? Girl, you're fine in all the right places. So it's like, that's what they do. They'll put themselves down for you to come back and give them that praise. Okay? So that is one trait that a covert narcissist has. They need the admiration, but they go about it totally different from overt narcissist, okay? So they'll say things like, I'm just so stupid. I can't never get things together. I'm so unorganized. But they'll say those things to you for you to give them that praise. What are you talking about? You are awesome. You have things together. You have this organized over here. Don't let the devil play with your mind. Things of that nature. They want you to lift them up. They want you to say those things, and that will feed their ego. It feeds their ego, even though they don't feel like that on the inside. They don't feel like they're fat. They don't feel that, they're unorganized or they're stupid or they're ugly, but they make themselves feel like that. And like I said, the personality of this person is very soft, very timid, so they may be, looking very sad, and the energy of them is not, their personality isn't confident. So when you hear them say those things, you immediately feel so bad in your spirit and in your mind. You're like, no, don't feel like this. And you start giving them encouraging words and lifting them up and telling them how good they are, how beautiful they are, how smart they are. And at the same time, while you're doing this, their ego is going 20 points up. Like, that's what they need. They need you to feed them. They need you to feed their narcissistic supply. And so that's why I say they're devious, they're cunning and sly, because they come off as somebody who's needy, who has no confidence, and just like, but that's not who they are. Okay? Another thing that I noticed a covert narcissist does, they tend to put down the people that you have around you, your friends, your family. So a way you can tell that you may be dealing with a covert narcissist, for example, all right, so let's say you bring them around friends for the first time, okay? Y'all been dating for a few months, and, you've been around his friends or her friends, and you like them. He always talks so highly of his friends. So when you meet them, you instantly like them. He, like, even when you meet them, you say, oh yeah, they are awesome, and you compliment them, you say, oh, you have awesome friends or whatnot. But when they finally get to meet your friends, they come off as quiet, or, they'll talk to them. But when you guys are by yourselves, let's say y'all left the restaurant, left somebody's house, and y'all in the car, and you ask them, hey, did you have a good time? Hey, my friends are so silly. Ha ha ha. Talking about the experience or whatnot. A covert narcissist will say something like, yeah, but they're ghetto too. Or, yeah, they they're just not my cup of tea. Or, yeah, it was all right. But such and such seems like he has ego problem, or I don't know, the other one to look like he might steal. Like, say different negative. That's just examples. They won't ever say anything nice, or they'll say some slide stuff about the people that you associate with, and it can kind of make you second guess, like, man, is she telling the truth, or is he telling the truth? So in their mind, their friends are better than yours. Their family is better than yours. And everything. It makes you feel like you're lacking, or your judgment when it comes to your friends or your family is not in comparison to theirs. Okay. So that's another thing a covert narcissist does. They typically do not have anything really nice to say about anybody that you associate yourself with. Or they'll say some smart remarks about somebody. Or they'll say, oh, I noticed such and such has this problem or that problem. Or, you need to peep this out because this person may be like this. They don't have any proof all of the time, but they'll feed you and put that in your mind, because in their mind, they want you to be in their world. Okay, so they feel like in every aspect of your life, they feel like every aspect of your life needs some type of change or upgrade to measure up to them or to be with them. Or so this is how they get you. This is how they feed their supply. They make you feel less than, or the people you associate yourself with to be less than. Also, they won't be as enthusiastic or happy or excited to hang out with your friends and family like they would their own. So let's say they get a call from their best friend to go out to the movies. They're like, come on, let's go. Let's get dressed such and such. Then call and ask us to go to the movies. They're excited. They're hyper. They're ready to go. But they don't have that same energy or excitement when it comes to hanging around with your friends. So if you say, hey, my best friend wants us to go and have dinner, they'll be like, when, tonight? Or, I don't know, I'm not feeling good. Or they'd be like, okay. You can tell in their energy they don't want to go. Because before this has happened, they have already spoken negatively about this person, And so now you're telling me I have to go hang with them. So it's a sense of betterment. Like, I got to hang with your friends that's beneath me, or the ones that's not my caliber, even if they're not that type of person to them, because it's not nothing they approved. There's not people that they approve or they chose. So that is something that you guys have to be aware of with a covert narcissist. Now, will every covert narcissist exhibit these traits? No. There'll be some that have these traits and some may not. You may see a few of these traits. You may see all of these traits. And I'm not going to name all of the traits, but I just want to make you guys aware of what to expect, especially from my experience. Okay? Another thing that covert narcissists tend to do is discard you. Discard, and not just the regular discard. I'm talking about like throwing you away, don't want to talk to you. I'm talking about you guys are together, and let's say that you have a business, your own little business you're starting, and you have these ideas that you have, and you feel like this is going to make your business flourish, and they will always come in. They'll discard anything that you have to say regarding your business. Like anything that you says that you suggest that you feel would be great, things that you feel you need to do to make your business prosper, or anything of that nature, they will always come and give their 2 cents. They will discard anything that you say and say, hey, I have a better idea. Why don't you do this? No, don't do it that way. Do it this way. I feel that if you do it this way, you will make more money. And it's not a suggestion. They'll say they'll suggest, but their whole intent is for you to do it. It's no suggestion. They'll come off and say, hey, I think you should, add this to your shop, or you should do this to make more money. I think you should market to these type of people. Now, they don't have no experience in anything that you're doing, don't know anything about your job, but every time you open your mouth, they have something to say. Anything that you mention about your job that you have experience in, no, this will work better. This is how they feel in their mind. They might say suggestions, but in their mind, no, I'm telling you how to do it this way. You do it this way. And if you don't do it this way, I'm telling you to do, then you must don't want to prosper. You must don't want to do better. You must want to stay stagnant. You must want to. So they have a sense of, if you go against what they're saying to you, their attitude and energy would change drastically. They are going to look at you like, Like, how could you not agree with me when I'm telling you how you should run your business, or how you should do this, or how you should handle this? And even if they're miles, they say it's a suggestion. Nothing is ever a suggestion. In their mind, they are to take in consideration because they know better. They know more than you, even on topics they have no clue about. It's weird, but that's just how it is. Do you all remember in the reading when I was talking about Chris and Shanann? And I said that Chris felt some type of way about Shanann's success. Like, he felt like she owed him, if it wasn't for his hard work, him busting his ass 9 to 5, going out for the family while she sit at home, she wouldn't have been able to have the business. Her business wouldn't have flourished the way that it did. So this is a covert narcissist trait. So with your business, if you become successful in a business while you're with that person, they're going to feel as if it was not for them, you would not have been able to do the business. You wouldn't be making any money off of it, because a lot of covert narcissists tend to want to be in a dominant role. They want to be the money maker. They want to be the one out making money. That what makes them feel good. They feel good to take care of the house. They'll feel good to take care of the kids. They'll be the breadwinner. So a lot of times a covert narcissist will want someone who maybe be a housewife, or someone who's probably not as financially where they are. Okay, so if you are with a covert narcissist and they're the breadwinner, and you are the housewife, or you're making not as much money as them, and all of a sudden you become successful, you're making more money, you got a raise, you a stay-at-home wife, and then all of a sudden you find this business you did at home, and all of a sudden you're making money, you're becoming popular. They're gonna feel like they are the reason for that success. If it was not for me making this money and taking care of you in the home, you wouldn't have been able to sit at home for hours and put this stuff together, create whatever you're creating that now has made you popular. They take credit for that. It's now the person that a lot of people come to for advice or for products to buy stuff. The covert narcissist does not like that. They take offense and become jealous of that, because they feel like you're taking the shine away from me. You're taking away my importance from people that I consider my friends or I consider my family. And now you're taking that away from me. And so that causes a conflict within the relationship. They start to draw back from you. Now, mind you, they are not doing this to your face. Okay? They are not doing any of this to your face. They are feeling this. They'll do it passive aggressively, and you may not even notice it. They may even comment, but the comment isn't with an attitude. It's not, malicious or whatever. Let's say you might say, man, I got so many sales today, and they'll be like, man, I wish I could stay home and have my own business, but I got to go out and, work a regular 9 to 5 to make sure, we have a roof over our head. Or they'll say something like, I wish I had somebody could let me stay home and I can focus on my business, and, I could start my own thing, but I have to go out here and make money to provide and work for people I don't want to work for. Like things of that nature. That's the comments that they will make. They will say like, hey, yeah, you're doing this, but it's because I'm out here making money, or I'm out here doing something I don't want to do because I have to, because if I wasn't out here doing this, we wouldn't be surviving. So they'll kind of make you kind of feel bad about that, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be able to focus on your business. You wouldn't be able to, start from the ground up. Or they may even have contributed money to your business. So even if they contribute $50, that's a whole lot to them. They're going to feel like they part owner of your fucking business. That's just what it is. They're going to feel like they own your shit. Like, I didn't contribute. I didn't give you money to put into this. What you mean? This is our business. It ain't your business. Now, this can be girlfriend, boyfriend, not even husband and wife. But they'll feel a sense of, because I contribute, they don't look at it as something that they just doing. Everything that they do is for a purpose. Everything they give you is for a purpose, for some kind of praise or some kind of admiration, okay, or sense of purpose. So when they give you something into your business, they're not just giving it to you out the kindness of their heart because they love you and they want to see you succeed. It's to say they had some type of part in it. You know, and like I said, they don't come off like cocky or anything. They can be soft and subtle, you know, and that's how they trick you. And it's not until you've broken up with them or something of that nature till you really sit down and be like, damn, what the fuck was that? You know, like, what the fuck was that? And then you go back and researching and going back playing shit in your mind. And you're like, I was fucking emotionally abused and I didn't even realize it. You know, it's like you see your relationship going down, 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 and you can't figure out why the person, y'all not yelling, y'all not screaming, there's no arguing. It's not the typical overt narcissist personality. So you don't see it. You know, a person, an overt narcissist, it can be very quiet. You know, they may feel a certain type of way, but they won't argue with you. They're not arguers. They're doers. And they usually do things behind your back. They may feel a certain type of way. They will never be voiceful about that like a regular person, you know, would. They'll be like, they'll sit there. You may be, you know, upset about something, but they never come off as upset or be malicious or say anything back to you or express their feelings. They won't do that. They'll be like, okay. And they start doing slide and conniving stuff behind your back, like Chris did to Shanann. He went and had a whole nother affair. And another thing that they do, they start turning people against you, and you don't even know it. So y'all might have had some type of disagreement, or like I said, not even a disagreement because they don't argue. You might say something to them that something you may not have liked, or you felt they should have did differently. They don't like that. You don't say anything against them. Anything negatively. They take everything negative. They don't take anything as constructive criticism. Any type of criticism or calling them out for something that they genuinely needed to know or be said, they take that as the worst. You don't ever do that to a narcissist, period. Whether you're covert or overt, because they're going to react to it. Now, a overt narcissist will react out loud. They ain't going to hide it. Whatever, you know, down bad stuff they want to do to you, you're going to find out about it. Or they'll be very voiceful about it. All right. But a covert narcissist, they don't operate like that. They'll sit down and listen to you. Any kind of things that you feel was wrong or made you feel some type of way, or you feel they handled the finances wrong. Let's say they did something really, really bad that could put y'all in a very bad space financially. And you call them out on it. And you say, why did you do this? You put us in a bad situation. Talking to them. They're not going to respond to you. They might listen and sit there. They're not going to argue with you. They're not going to cuss you out. But as soon as that conversation is over, the takedown will begin. Which means they're not talking to you. Just know they're talking to someone. If they're not talking to you, they are talking to someone. I want y'all to remember this. So you'll probably be begging the covert narcissist to open up to you and express themselves. They're not going to do that. They're going to wait till after everything's done, and they're going to text somebody and talk bullshit about you. They're going to call someone and start talking negatively about you. And whatever conversation y'all had will be twisted to make it seem like you came at them in a harsh way. And they will never tell why the conversation happened and their part in it and why the things happened the way that it did. They're not going to say, I swindled $50,000. They're just going to say your reaction to what they did. And they're going to explain that to people. They'll probably call their mother and talk about it and tell half-truths. Because at this point, we know narcissists do not want to be looked at in a bad way. It's all about appearances. So they're going to always come off. They would never say, hey, this is why she was upset with me. They're going to say, oh, she went off on me and she started talking to me this way. And because the covert narcissist is so good with hiding their true selves, when they express themselves about what somebody did them, the people that they consider their family or friends will be extremely upset about this. And this is because a covert narcissist has them trained or have them seeing them in a certain light. So they don't see that side of a covert narcissist. They see a a genuinely soft, sweet person who wouldn't hurt a fly, who gives great advice, who overall just very great energy to them. So if they say somebody hurt them, the first thing they're going to do is get upset and angry at that person. They feel like their friend would never do anything to be talked to that way or handled that way. But they're not knowing the true story. Do y'all follow me? So this is some things that a covert narcissist does. They manipulate everybody. They manipulate their friends. So their friends see a certain type of person, that they see one side of them, and the person in the relationship sees the other side. Okay? So they have everybody around them fooled. Another thing to be aware of with covert narcissists is they love fast. Okay, so a covert narcissist, when you meet a covert narcissist, they will seem like a great person, soft-spoken. They come off very soft and sweet. And it seems like it's love at first sight, like they love bomb you to death. It's love bombing from day fucking one. I truly believe in love at first sight. I'm a romantic. I believe in that. But with a covert narcissist, it is different. Okay, they love bomb you. They say they love you very quickly, but they don't mean it. They love the energy. They love the love bombing. They want to be needed and wanted. They want you to want them. But the thing about covert narcissists, as fast as those feelings came, the fastest it will go. It's not going to last. They're in love with the high of the relationship. First meeting you, you know, the butterflies and all of that. But it's temporary. As soon as you do not live up to, in their minds, what perfection is. You're not supposed to have any flaws. You're not, in their mind, whatever flaws is, and if you have it, they're going to immediately change on you. If you don't operate a way that they feel love should be, they're going to fall out of love with you just like that. Their feelings would change like this. So that letting you know that their feelings are never genuine. They don't work at. Now, they don't believe in working on a relationship. And we all know that relationships take work. It's not rosy all the time. You're not going to always agree. You're not going to always be happy with each other. You're going to, somebody's going to do something to upset you. But the key to any relationship is communication. You should be able to talk about your differences, work them out. And love, if you truly love someone, you will work on whatever you need to work on. You help build each other up. You will have your ups and downs. Okay? But with a covert narcissist, there is no ups and downs. It's either you are the person they see in their mind, or if you're not, if they see a little bit difference from what they feel you should be, the feelings are gone like that. They'll switch up on you like that. There's no love then. And then you're going to see the demise of the relationship from there. Okay, y'all, I'm going to shut this video down. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information of a covert narcissist, examples of what to look for, things of that nature. I may do a part 2 if you guys want me to. So let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a part 2. But that is basically some of the traits that I've noticed in a covert narcissist, and also I've read on as well. So if you think you have experienced a covert narcissist, please comment in the comment section also. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I would love to have you in the Magic Tribe. Please click the notification bell to know when I make my next video, because I will be popping these videos out left and right now, y'all. I'm not going to be having y'all waiting months and months for a video. I will be persistent when it comes to videos. Also, if you want to purchase any of my decks, the links are in the description box below to purchase them. And also visit my website for any additional information you want to know regarding the decks and myself. I am not doing personal readings at the moment, unfortunately, but I hope to be back to you guys soon so you guys can book. I will let you all know that, though. Whenever I'm ready to do more readings, I will make it very known on my social media when that will happen. If you have any more questions about covert narcissism, place your questions in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them for you. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, peace and blessings.